Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Bow Hunt or Die. And I tell you what, it has been a busy 3 months. Justin.
Yes, sir.
We gotta like kind of rewind, reflect. We gotta kind of like go back in time. Yeah, we gotta reflect. We don't need to reflect like way back, but we need to at least reflect back to, gosh, I would say January with the ATA show and bring people up to date. Some of the stuff that you saw. I was sick. I wasn't allegedly sick. It was real. I even sent you videos to prove that I was legitimately sick.
Yeah, you were just in your underwear. It was a little weird. And at one point, I thought like I was the only one getting the underwear videos until I think I was talking to PJ, maybe at the show, and he's like, "Todd sent me this weird video of him in his underwear." I was like, "Oh." For a while there, I thought it was like special. Like, I got the good video, but he was just sending it to everybody.
Hey,
you send that to all the guys, Todd.
No, I'm just telling you. We went to the Bahamas. Life was good. We got home, and man, Sonya went down first, and I was like, okay, I didn't get this, baby. I did like this big, hard 60-mile bike ride. I was feeling really good, and I'm like, you know what, babe? I'm gonna head out to the farm. I'm driving out to the farm because I was gonna go hunting.
I remember,
and I got like within a half hour of the place. I'm like, ooh boy, I'm not gonna be going hunting. I just went down.
And you didn't leave the farm for a week.
I was sick. It was bad.
Yeah, but ATA.
That's why I wasn't at ATA. It is real. They even showed the underwear shot here.
Yeah, ATA. I don't know. It was It was I would say, at best. There was just nothing that I was that excited about.
I think probably did it.
Dude, St. Louis wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, minus the gunshots and like police cars, And
that was real. I heard that from multiple people.
But I mean,
for the record,
the venue was pretty good. Loading in was good. Loading out was pretty good. We kind of got yelled at. The guy's like, "You can't go out that door." And I was like, "Well, we're leaving anyway, so here we go." But as far as just, attendance and cool products to look at, it was just kind of lackluster, in my opinion. I didn't see anything that I was like super, super excited about. Not that I didn't see products that I thought were cool or nice or neat or whatever. But, ATA, I think, is that you go in with the expectation of like, I can't wait to see what's there. Like, there's going to be something there that's going to change the way we do something. And
how many years have you been going to that with me? This is the first year I missed doing 20 years.
20.
And I've been going longer than 20. Wow.
I think 2005 might have been my first ATA show. So next year would be 20. But obviously we missed COVID when it shut down or whatever. But don't get me wrong. It was still cool. It was still fun.
Well, I mean, I think what we need to do, though, is talk about a couple cool videos, Justin. I mean, you know what? You did a really good job with the... with the broadhead roundup. I mean, I think people every year are always interested in different broadheads and what's coming out. You can definitely make sure you watch
We have an unhealthy fascination with broadheads as bow hunters, in my opinion.
We do.
we can't get enough broadheads.
It's like ammo to do with guns, man. I'm sorry, but it's like the one thing, man, that you just every year you're screwing on, you're getting ready, you're putting them on your arrows. Dude, it is what it is.
I know. It is what it is. People love broadheads.
Saddle gear, we released that video. But listen, I mean, Justin, I wasn't there, so I didn't get the first pick, but I was lucky enough, and I'm going to bring this thing out because I tell you what, man, I'm pumped. I love this baby, and I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
And I know you know what this baby is, and I know we did a video at the ATA show on this revolver camera by Stealth Cam. I mean, this thing is slick. I've been testing it. I've been using it.
I didn't get one to test. Conveniently enough.
Because you don't use cameras as much as I use cameras. I love my trail cameras.
Matt, this is an accurate statement.
I have a problem, and I'll fully admit it. But I'm telling you what, this baby here is like R2-D2. You put this thing...
looks like R2-D2.
You put this thing out in the middle of a small plot or even a large plot, and when this has multiple sensors, okay? You're talking 6 sensors. When an animal triggers this, you get a full 360 shot. We're going to put up a couple videos here.
So what's the benefit of that? So let me just say,
I'm going to tell you the biggest benefit.
So you're not really facing the camera in any direction.
Don't even worry about that.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
So a deer walks by over here.
Yep.
I'm a deer. I get my picture taken.
Can I just stop you for 1 second?
Sure.
Imagine that scenario right there, but think of it this way. This one camera is 6 cameras. Think of it that way.
You know, I get
It gets motioned here. You get that photo,
That's
this
what I was
photo,
getting at.
this photo, and this photo. There's zones.
Right.
And
but I think
it's
you can
cool.
adjust it. So if you mounted it, let's say on a tree,
Yeah.
you could adjust it to where it's only doing like 180 in front of you.
I'll tell you what, though. I got this one set of photos of this doe, and then all of a sudden you see, like, holy moly. Like, dude, if I would have just had this camera where I thought the deer were kind of feeding, but then you
for
start,
sure.
it's like, you're like, oh my gosh, there's like 15 deer over there.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like, that's the stuff that just completely
The other
opens your
intel
eyes.
that you get.
Oh,
yeah, because I've always said this, like trail cameras are covering such a narrow little space, and we put so much stock into either the pictures
That.
we're getting or not getting. And I use this as an example a lot. Most of my hunts nowadays that I go on are probably within eyesight of a trail camera. Let's just face facts, dude. Almost everywhere I go, I could see one of my cameras somewhere. Even if it might be the other side of the field, I could see a camera. And a lot of those times you go out and hunt, and you may see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deer in a hunt, and not one of them was in front of your camera.
Yeah.
But if you're going just based on trail camera data from that, let's say you're not hunting that night, you're just at home, and your trail camera checks in at dark, and you're like, oh man, it was a slow night tonight. There wasn't any deer anywhere. But in reality, I saw 10 of them tonight.
Yeah.
It was a great hunt. It just, none of them were in front of my camera. I think this does address that to a certain degree because it gives you so much more of a coverage area.
We'll put this up while we're talking about Justin, but take a look at this here. So this is right from the app. You can see here, this is the shot that triggered it, okay? So zone 4 triggered this really nice buck. I mean, that's a great deer.
Yeah, it's a nice buck,
nice
actually.
survivor for next year. But now you can go click on zone 1 and be like, okay, check that out. There were 2 deer over there. Nothing in that zone. Doesn't look like any in that zone.
Yeah.
That was the photo
Couple
that
of
triggered
them
it. Now
there.
watch this.
Yeah.
Whoa, look what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deer. You know, and then you got this doe that's just going around
I
the
think
backside
that
of the
deer
camera.
is the same as that deer.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But I mean, this is just one example of where this, and look at the size of this particular field. If you have this thing on top of a ridge top with a nice food plot, or maybe even just putting this thing right in the middle of a water hole or something like that, I mean, just what you could get is going to be cool. There's going to be a lot of cool content from
Yeah,
this.
I think it's going to be, I think it's maybe not an ultra specific use case, but I definitely think this thing is going to shine in a field or on a field edge or something like that.
When are they going to be taking pre-orders on this baby? It's coming quick.
It's coming quick. We're working on it, but it's coming fast.
I was told today I could mention it, so I'm mentioning it.
Oh, well, pre-orders are coming soon. I believe production cameras are July, scheduled to be shipping in July. So right about the time when the bucks are putting on the racks, we're gonna be getting them. How many batteries does this thing take? Is it 12?
Well, listen, I mean, speaking of batteries, I mean, have you seen the new
Yeah.
feature they have too with the lithium battery option too? Have you seen that?
That will not be available for this camera. It will be available
I'm
for
just
the
talking
other
in general,
stealth cam trail cameras.
which is going to be pretty cool.
Yes. It'll be a rechargeable lithium battery pack that goes inside of like your cell cameras. I think they increased all the cell cameras to be how many? 16 batteries
16
now?
batteries.
And
But then
all
they
the cell
fit that.
cameras? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty nice because they'll last longer.
I don't know about all. I think the new models. I'd have
Just
to-
the
I'd
new
have-
models.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
the new models for this year, with the exception of this one. This one will not have the lithium battery packs, but the other ones will.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah, I'm excited.
Listen, ATA,
I like my cameras.
I didn't make it to ATA, but there were some cool products. We got a lot of videos that we still haven't put up yet. We're kind of going to bleed those out, you know, as the months
Here's the
come.
thing. I don't want to like seem like I'm poo-pooing
Yeah, you
everything
kind of
that
started
was
off
out there.
poo-pooing it. Just saying.
I mean, there's a lot of products where like if you already have a product, a lot of the stuff that came out may not be like, I want to upgrade to that. It may be incrementally better than what you had. But there's a lot of really cool stuff out there where like if you're not into saddle hunting or you started saddle hunting 5 years ago and now you want to upgrade to some of like the new gear that's out, like there is some badass stuff out there. It was just like for me, I was like, wow, there's some cool stuff out there, but it's not that much better than what I already have. So maybe I won't upgrade. But if I got something that's 2, 3, 4 years ago, or I'm just looking to get into saddle hunting today, like the amount of cool saddle hunting stuff that's out there today versus just a couple years ago is astounding.
Well.
Like that category is just blowing up, and you've got more options for climbing sticks and accessories and platforms and saddles and saddle bag attachments and just all sorts of stuff at all sorts of different price points too, which is nice now. So again, I don't want to seem like I'm coming off like there's just nothing out there. Like there is.
No, there's stuff to buy.
Some stuff to buy for sure.
There's definitely stuff to buy, but you know, I mean, the saddle thing has been proven to just be a real effective way to hunt. I mean, it's just
Not
it is.
according to PJ. PJ said he doesn't like it.
Well, PJ
He's sticking with his tree stand. He's just too old. He's too old.
I am smart enough to know, a wise man is smart enough to know when to shut his mouth. So I'm going to shut my mouth, and we're going to move on to the next cool event that we did. Justin, wow. I'm going to start off by just saying I don't think I've ever seen that much mossy oak camouflage, both on men and women, in my life. Compared until we made it down to Nashville to the NWTF show, which was
for sure.
a hit. Wow.
I want to say I got an email after the show was over, and I think it was north of 80,000 people.
Unbelievable.
Through that event in, 3 days? Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday. And to your point, holy cow. Like it was, I haven't been to a consumer show that was that packed in a long time. To where you can't even move down the aisles. It was an awesome show. We got to meet tons of fun
It definitely
people.
kept us in the booth because it was safer staying in the booth than
I had
trying
to
leave
go
the booth.
to the bathroom, and I was like, oh my, I'd look down the aisle like, oh, I got to go walk through that to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it was great to get out and obviously meet a bunch of people from the South and just see the crowds.
I met people from all over the United States.
It was amazing.
I met people from Maine, people from Florida. I met a guy from the Upper Peninsula, people from Ohio, Wisconsin. Like there was literally people everywhere that came to that show. I was amazed.
If you haven't made it to that show, what's good about the venue of this show, and I think a lot of families are just kind of embracing it, is just the location, where it's at, being close to Nashville. Everything about it was good. It was good.
Yeah, it's at
even good.
It's at the
good.
Opryland Resort and Convention Center. I think
Yeah.
it was called something like that. Like what an amazing place. Like giant hotel, restaurants on site. Like I think there's like a water park for kids. Like it's an amazing place. So yes, if you're looking for like an excuse to go on a vacation to Nashville and your wife's like, man, I really don't want to go to the turkey show, but you're like, babe, it's in Nashville. It's at this awesome place. We can go out at night and do the Nashville thing. Like what a great excuse to be able to go to like a fun show in a really cool place at a time of year when there's really nothing else going on.
Yeah.
It's like, what was it, mid-February? It's like hunting seasons are over. Shed season hasn't really started. Turkey season's not here yet. It's kind of that perfect lull time where it's like, yeah, let's go to Nashville and have a good time and check out the guys at the Bowhunter Die booth.
And I'll tell you what, it was even more, I don't know, maybe a little depressing. It wasn't depressing. It was depressing because I don't know if this is really depressing. That's not the right word, but it was depressing because I wish I would see more deer like we saw on our hike. Justin conned me into going on a hike the one morning. And dude, how about it? How many bucks did we see on that hike?
Well, we're in like a park.
It doesn't matter. Dude, okay, what park can we go to around here and see almost 20 deer? Name it right now.
They whacked them all around out of our parks here. We used to be able to do that.
Sharpshooting baloney. I mean, it stinks. But how about the number of deer we saw?
Yeah,
like it was cool. It was super cool. Of course, one of the biggest questions got answered at that show too, which was important to know.
Was it really important to know, Todd?
Well, I think the way that you asked the question to the people, who was a better hunter or who shoots bigger deer, me or you. I mean,
I'm not sure I asked that question to anybody. I don't think.
I think we put some people on the spot that really felt extremely uncomfortable with both of us standing there at the same time. Not really sure who was the winner of that contest. You'll have to wait to see. We'll see when we post that.
Oh, did we actually have this like on film?
Oh,
we do? Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? Of course Todd wants to put it out there.
Now that we've done this, I am sure Justin will come up with some sort of way to get me back. But
he already did in the video.
Yeah, I guess he did.
Okay.
Who's the better? Who shoots bigger deer, me or Justin?
Probably you.
That's right. All right.
From what I've seen, but
who's the better hunter? You guys,
hey Zach. Yeah. Who has to call the dog tracker more? Yes, I That's me. I'll answer it for you.
That is true. He did mention that. You'll have to wait to see the video. But you know what, Justin? You know what? Conveniently, now that we're done talking about NWTF, somehow we forgot.
We forgot.
I forgot the Lancaster Archery Classic.
Of
You know, you
course.
keep bringing up PJ, but I mean, let's talk about the Lancaster Archery Classic.
just
Talk
take-
about another venue that has done nothing but grow.
Yeah.
I mean, I took a break from it, but I came back with vengeance.
This is like, we'll just call
Guys.
this episode the Todd victory lap that he's doing.
It doesn't always work this way. It doesn't always work this way, but man, I went there with some calm nerves.
You shot well.
And I shot well.
did not.
I did. Ooh, boy, I'm going to get in trouble. I apologize for that.
Jeez, Todd.
Sorry. Well, listen, talk about
Todd
another
did
great
beat me.
venue. Big,
The
growing.
Lancaster Classic.
Yeah.
But neither one of us qualified to shoot the next day. So we both lose. But Todd did win this year. Next year, I promise, I won't let it happen again. I'm sorry to everybody who I let down. All of my 3 fans out there that were cheering for me.
3 fans.
All 3 of you, I apologize.
I have more than 3 fans.
It was a good time, though, at the Spooky Nuke. If you've never been there, it's a pretty amazing place. I was a little disappointed, though. No whoopie pies this year at the Nuke. They
What
just
are you
didn't have
talking
them.
about? Yeah, but our one friend brought us some.
I know. I understand that.
He's going to be hurt if he sees this, and you just said that. That is a false accusation. that
Those
you
are
just
great
made.
whoopie pies. Don't get me wrong. But the ones at the Nuke,
Every year, this
frickin'
gentleman.
cinnamon oatmeal ones at Spooky Nook, dude, that's the greatest thing I've ever eaten in my
It was
life.
replaced by the pretzel factory. They were selling those pretzels.
They
there.
weren't that great.
So you did have
offense.
one.
I had a piece of one.
All right.
I had a piece of one.
Well, Spooky Nuke never fails. Tons of people, tons of archers.
Do you think they get mad when you call it the Spooky Nuke instead of the Spooky Nook?
Spooky Nuke, yeah. Oof, boy, Lancaster. I don't know, something about the whole area.
The Spooky Nuke and the Lancaster Archery Classic.
I don't know. Comment below if you think they get cranky with us saying the name wrong.
They have to know, right?
They should put on
Somebody came up with the name.
with the name like that. You got to have like a
Spooky
Halloween party.
Nook. Like they had to know people were going to say Spooky Nuke. They did it on
maybe it's
purpose.
me just mispronouncing things again. So
No, it is Spooky Nook.
Nook.
Because every time they say it on the PA system, it sounds weird to me.
All right. Well, at least
Right.
you didn't stop the whole event this year. That's always a positive.
Do you think there will ever be a time when that doesn't get brought up in my lifetime? Maybe not. That'll be like in my eulogy when I'm dead. This one time, Justin broke an arrow in a target at an archery tournament and shut the whole thing down for 5 minutes while I had to get a new target out.
I mean, if you want attention, there's other ways to do it, dude. I mean, if you got to do that. All right.
I just don't know my own strength, Todd. What can I say?
Well,
We have one more show coming up we have to do.
yeah, this is going to be a good one, though, Justin, because, I mean, this is close to our hometown. We're heading to Wisconsin Dells. We're going to be going to the open season sports show, so this should be good. I
Yeah,
mean, this
at the
is next
Kalahari.
week. What are the dates?
Next week.
Yeah, no,
I don't know,
the dates, so.
20 something, 22nd.
This is going to be
through
fun.
the 24th. Thanks, Brando, for the hand signals back there.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Brando.
The Kalahari. Todd and I are going to go to the water park. We're going to go together. We're going to go down the water slide on one of those 2-person tubes.
Really? We doing this? Is that where we're staying?
No.
Hey, definitely stop by, see us. This is going to be fun. It's been a few years since we've been to a Wisconsin show. I mean, more than a few years, maybe almost 5 or 6 years. Oh, boy, longer than that?
I'm pretty sure the last time we did like a Wisconsin show would have been like 2016.
Do you remember those days with the Madison show?
Like 8 years ago?
Yeah, I remember going there and holding the little bear cubs.
Yeah, you got the picture out there.
I know. I like that picture. I mean, this is going to be a good show. I'm looking forward to Wisconsin, seeing all our peeps. I'm going to know a lot more people at this show for sure. So that's going to be fun.
Come say hello. And when Todd asks who the better hunter is, just say Todd because that's what he wants. And that helps him feel better about himself.
You might get a free.
Todd likes to
you might
put
get a
me
free
down to
wristband.
make himself feel better. So let's help him out.
Guys, you
What-
spend a day here with Justin. Trust me, I'm constantly trying to pull myself back up. Okay.
What can we be doing now, Todd?
That's a great question. What can we be doing now? Well, listen, the goal is always to become better at what we do for me, I can't really, I'm not going to go too in depth on this right now because, man, we're going to kind of ruin it. I got some property updates coming to kind of bring you up to date with what was kind of failures from last year and what was successful this year. So we're going to be filming that on Friday. I think we're heading out to the farm. We're going to do some photo shoots and do some different things. So we'll save that for down the road. But more importantly, man, we got turkey season right around the corner. Dude, what more can you ask for? You turkey hunting? Who you bringing turkey hunting? I know you're on turkey hunting. I heard you say it today.
I'll bring my kids, at least one of them, maybe two. We'll see. So for youth season, unfortunately, the first youth weekend is Easter weekend.
I know.
So we only get Saturday. Mom is not going to allow us to go hunting on Easter Sunday. We already asked. So we will not be doing that. And then if we don't kill one on that Saturday, we'll go back the following weekend. I'll probably bring both of my boys with me. This is kind of an easy one. We get to sit in the blind and hang out. And then
That's fun, though.
Yesterday at lunch, I actually managed to go snag a first season tag because they went on the sale for the over-the-counter tags yesterday. They went on sale. So I grabbed one because nothing else was available by the time I got there. So I grabbed a first season tag.
Available?
I think they're all gone now. I think they sold out already.
Wow.
But I managed
That's kind
to
of a first, huh?
snag one. Yeah, there was a few hundred tags left for our county out there, but they went fast. So I got a first season tag, so we'll see. I don't know.
I got my tag. I'm good.
You got a landowner tag, though, so you get to hunt every season, right? So we shall see. I don't know. I don't have the greatest turkey hunting farms. Like, there's birds on them, don't get me wrong, but they're not, like, amazing by any means. So if we can manage to kill one with the kids, I'll probably be pretty happy with that, I think. So
Perfect.
we'll see. I don't know. Contemplating see if my little guy wants to try to shoot one. If his brother gets one first, we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided.
Is that a coin flip kind of a plan? What kind of plan
No,
is
the
this?
older one will definitely go. Maybe my little guy's 7. He really wants to shoot something. So, but I may make him wait a little bit longer. I don't know. Still a little bit young, but he's going to tag along with us and
I'm sure you'll make a good call.
turkey call.
Well, listen, I don't think we drag this out any longer. I mean, the reality is we wanted to kind of bring you up to date, share with you what we've been doing, where we've been going, what we're getting ready to do. We got a lot of good stuff planned for this season, but we'll save that as for a future episode.
Fair enough. I guess that's it. I don't know. I was just reading through the rest of your notes. Brando, you got anything for us?
Come on, Brandon, what do you got for us?
Waving goodbye.
You got nothing for us, Brandon?
Goodbye.
Come on.
I am not a robot.
You enjoyed the pee video. We should probably share that.
Do you pee out of your tree stand?
Yes. Is there people that don't? So there are some weirdos left out there.
A few of them. And the girls.
And the girls. A little more awkward for a girl. It could get dangerous. Thank God safety straps are high, on the list. Most people wear them now.
Hell yes.
Yes, sir.
Every time, multiple times, all day.
100%. That's not even a question.
Yeah, sometimes. If I can make it work. Yeah. If I absolutely have to. It's hard.
I thought it was going to be a no.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely, every time.
All right.
We'll see you next time. Bowhunter die, baby.
Smells good. You smell that popcorn? How's that smell just coming in here so good? Oh my God.
Are you okay?
I love popcorn.
I don't smell it.